America, a nation built on immigration, a melting pot of cultures, a beacon of hope for those seeking a better life. Yet, recent actions by the Department of Homeland Security paint a starkly different picture. The DHS has decided to revoke the temporary protected status of over 500,000 immigrants, a decision that has left many questioning the very soul of this nation. These immigrants, hailing from countries like Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela, arrived seeking refuge from political turmoil, economic hardship, and natural disasters. They were granted a temporary lifeline, the humanitarian parole program, a beacon of hope amidst the storm. This program allowed them to work, live, and contribute to American society, becoming integral members of their communities. But now, that lifeline is being cruelly yanked away. The very people who were promised temporary refuge are being told to pack their bags and prepare for the heartbreaking journey back to the uncertainty they fought so hard to escape. This decision, riddled with legal challenges and logistical nightmares, has ignited fierce debate, revealing the deep divisions and the moral complexities at the heart of America's immigration crisis. The humanitarian parole program, at its core, was designed to provide a temporary safe haven for those fleeing dire circumstances. It wasn't a pathway to citizenship, but a bridge over troubled waters, offering a chance to rebuild lives while their home countries grappled with their own demons. For these immigrants, it was a lifeline, a chance to breathe, to hope, to dream. They arrived with empty pockets but hearts full of hope, ready to work hard and contribute to their adopted nation. They took on jobs that many Americans shunned, paid taxes, started businesses, and became contributing members of their communities. They learned English, embraced American culture, and raised their children with the promise of a brighter future. But the rug has been pulled out from under their feet. The DHS, under the leadership of Secretary Kristi Noem, argues that the humanitarian parole program was never intended to be a permanent solution. They claim that allowing these individuals to remain would encourage further illegal immigration, straining resources and undermining the rule of law. Critics, however, see it as a heartless betrayal, a cruel twist of fate for those who dared to believe in the promise of America. The DHS's decision to revoke temporary protected status is not just morally questionable, it's a logistical and legal quagmire. Lawsuits have been filed, challenging the legality of the decision and accusing the administration of violating its own policies. Organizations like the Justice Action Center are fighting tooth and nail, arguing that sending these individuals back to their home countries is not only inhumane, but potentially deadly. This decision is reckless, cruel, and counterproductive, says Karen Tumlin, founder of the Justice Action Center. It will lead to chaos and heartbreak for hundreds of thousands of people who have made their lives here. The logistical challenges are equally daunting. Deporting over 500,000 people is a monumental task, further complicated by the fact that many of these countries are grappling with political instability or outright refuse to accept deportees. Cuba, for instance, accepts only a limited number of deportees, while Venezuela and Nicaragua have effectively shut their doors. Haiti, ravaged by political violence and natural disasters, presents its own set of challenges. The decision to revoke temporary protected status for these immigrants is more than just a policy change. It's a stark reflection of America's broken immigration system. It's a system characterized by political gridlock, bureaucratic inefficiency, and a profound lack of empathy for those seeking a better life. This decision sets a dangerous precedent, eroding America's image as a beacon of hope and a land of opportunity. It raises fundamental questions about America's commitment to human rights and its willingness to provide refuge to those in need. It also highlights the urgent need for comprehensive immigration reform, a system that is humane, just, and reflects the values upon which this nation was built. What happens next remains uncertain. Will the courts intervene? Will the Trump administration reconsider its decision? Or will these individuals be forced to return to the uncertainty they fought so hard to escape? One thing is clear. This decision will have far-reaching consequences not just for the hundreds of thousands directly affected, but for the very soul of America.